Good morning. PR Rules, the Playbook is Hope Katz Gibbs' guide for entrepreneurs. Now, the book is designed to help more small business owners get the visibility they need to help their business glow and grow. And the founder and president of Incandescent Public Relations and author of the Playbook, Hope Katz Gibbs, is here with advice about promoting your business. Welcome back, Hope.
Thank you.
Now, this sounds really good. We all want our small businesses to grow and glow. What's the very first thing you'd recommend?
Strategy. That is the key, and that is why we wrote the book, so we could help more small business owners figure out what they need to do to strategize thoughtfully and strategically, obviously, about how they can help their businesses go from January to December and make huge changes.
Okay, so you need to look at the big picture. Okay, another thing, you're always giving us really good advice. You're suggesting that if you have a small business, you need to get a radio show and or write a column in a business magazine. Sounds easier said than done. Let's start with the column. How do we get started?
Well, that's step 3 of our 8 steps to PR success, which is the meat of this book. So step 3 begins with getting your word out there, getting your voice out there. A column and a radio show do that perfectly because it shows the brilliance that you brought to this business. Why should someone hire you or buy your product or service? That's what you tell them in the column and the radio show.
How do you get to do that, though?
Well, you need, again, go back to strategy. So you figure out what it is that you want to say strategically all 12 months of the year. So first thing you need to do is name your column. When I started our business magazine, Be Incandescent, I knew that what we did was we helped entrepreneurs shine. So we wanted them to be incandescent. That's our brand, the Incandescent Group. So we named it based on that. And we've been really successful helping entrepreneurs teach other entrepreneurs, which is the thrust. So start with that, naming what your goal is, and then step back and say, all right, for these 12 months, these are the different things we're going to teach people. So education, again, is the key.
I love it. Very organized. You've got to be organized. Okay, radio show. Everybody wants a radio show. I have a radio show, but it's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world to do. How can anybody with a small business get on the radio or get a radio show?
Right, so this is actually getting your voice out there?
Technically.
Technically,
yes.
Specifically. So what you need to do, again, is figure out what avenue you want to go. Blog Talk Radio is a great place to go. You can buy into that. We have the Incandescent Radio Network, where we have a dozen shows. Our columnists get radio shows when they become our clients. Other people can just buy radio shows, and we will produce them for them.
Oh, you will?
Of course, because the production is the complicated part. But what you are responsible for, once you decide what venue you want to have your podcast or your radio show on, is to figure out what you want to talk about at each step of the way. So again, name your show. So on the Incandescent Radio Network, I do the Incandescent Entrepreneur Show. So every cover story on Be Incandescent magazine, I do an audio interview with the person that I'm interviewing. So you can not only read about what they're teaching you, whether it's the business of happiness or intuition, which is our January cover story, but you can hear them talk about it. So it's that 1-2 punch. It's the strategy. So we maximize everything we're doing. We're sharing what we want to teach our readers and listeners, and we're promoting the people that we work with. So it's a huge win-win-win for everyone.
Very good. All right, now you always give us homework. You give everybody homework. I guess we're up to the 3rd group here. So what do you have for us? What kind of assignments are you going to give people?
So being that this is the end of 2014, beginning of 15, the homework isn't to do, but to go inside and be thoughtful about. So again, the first thing that I encourage people to do is, how are you educating people? How are you teaching someone else what they need to know based on what you know? So Eganberger and Weiner are big clients of ours. They're financial planners who come on regularly, and they educate people about financial planning.
They were just here, yeah.
Grateful American Foundation, another wonderful project. They're teaching people how to restore enthusiasm in American history, so they teach about history. So what is it about you and your business that can do that?
That's so good, because people want to know, how is this going to help me?
Right, exactly. The second thing is to make sure that everyone that's in your audience has fun. Right? Fun is a really important thing. That's what the Playbook is all about. How can you have fun? The markers that fell earlier, those were to play with the Playbook. And then the third thing, and this I really encourage people to do, is go inside and figure out how can you have more fun. Because people will pick up on your enthusiasm, and fun is so critical. I don't think we spend enough time as business owners having fun.
I agree with that, and this was certainly a fun interview.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on your book. It actually looks really good, too.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Congratulations. happy holidays. We'll be back with more Let's Talk Live right after this.